I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Where are we? There we are. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I had to avoid that copyright. YouTube don't play no more. Facebook don't play no more.
Sorry.
None of them play no more.
No. They
They-
strike
they-
everything.
Right. But they love Facebook and all those guys love to steal everybody else's stuff to teach their AI. But when we use other people's stuff, no.
Nope. Not allowed. Not allowed.
I said, I'll create the worst theme ever. And I did. I pulled it off. Worst theme ever. At least I think so.
No, I liked it. I think you're very talented. Much more talented than some other individuals.
So, but I try. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Uh back doing the video thing. So I've been wanting to come back to video for a while, but I couldn't narrow down what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I want to do video games? Do I want to do movies? Do I want to do TV shows? And then I'm like, okay, well, then I need an episode for this and an episode for that. And I said, you know what? The hell with all that crap. I'm going to just do one show and cover everything. So this show will air on Thursday nights. If I want to do a special episode, I will do a special episode of Grandpa's World, but it'll still be Grandpa's World. This way I can cover whatever I want, talk about whatever I want, yell at whoever I want, cry to whoever I want, and just do whatever I want. So that's what this is. Do whatever I want. Now, I'll still do crossing the streams with the cripple because that's his thing.
We love that cripple.
And I still want to bring, I still hoping Murr comes and we'll do Neighbors. But outside of Neighbors and Cripple, anything that I do will be on Grandpa's World. And that way I don't have to worry about coming up with show arts and this, that. Just do it all here. And that's it. Hope that works for you.
Yes. Well, it does. I mean, I may still ask you to do some show arts for other things because you're just so goddamn good at show arts, and we know that I can't do shit in terms of show art. So there you go.
You do.
That's just how it is.
You do lack some skills. I mean, you have some skills. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know what they are, but I mean, you got to. But yeah, show art's a little.
The short that you sent me that clip for last night, I was going back and forth with my head on in my head on how I want to approach it. And part of me is thinking that I'm putting too much thought into it and I should be like simpler, because part of me was thinking, okay, why don't I just like put your head on Peter Griffith or Griff or however the fuck you say his name and just do that. But I don't know if I'm talented enough to do that.
I sent that after I edited out that clip from last night, and I sent it to you. I sent it to my wife because she was at work, and she lost her shit because I got this stupid table right here. You can't see it, but I'm using one of those Sam's Club, Walmart. It's a white table. I don't got a computer desk. I just got a white table. You know, the kind that Charlie Brown used on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's the same tape, like this table right here. It's just a white table. This one's bigger. My wife's computer and TV over here. Anyway, I banged my elbow last night right here. Boom. I was like, oh, and it just I was even laughing when I edited it out because I wanted to just send you that clip. And I just losing my shit because I sounded so stupid. So I was like, I think it would make a good short.
Yeah, no, it would. No, it's going to, because, but I see, it's like the audio is good, but I'm wondering if that's what I'll do. I'll do an audio with the music sideshow background, and then I'll put captions on it, so you can actually you can actually read the ooh and the as it's going and see how it, like, translates it. That's great.
I could. But hey, I'm glad to be back. Been wanting to do video, and it's been a while. It's been over a year. I think the last thing I did for you was shit. What had to have been
Uh,
fuck. I don't remember. And it
was it
had to have been with the cripple. Had to have been with the cripple. Had to have been across in the streams.
or was it Neighbors? I think it might have been I have a feeling it might have been Neighbors, I'm not sure, but I think it might have been Neighbors.
Yeah, I think it was neighbors because I was getting sick, and then I had to
Yes.
postpone doing some because uh, the cripple couldn't do anything too early because he's a night owl. So
Yes.
so it was a neighbors. That was the last thing I had done. I just hit my elbow again. Gee.
Oh, gee.
Um, I'm
Do
gonna take
do I
I'm
have
gonna
to
take
get
a
you
pool
like a
noodle here.
do I have to get you like rubber padding to just go around the edge of the table so then that way you
Well,
won't bump?
if I slide in, then I cough and my fat stomach shakes the table when I cough. See? So every time I cough, you'll see everybody get motion sickness. So I
Well,
have to sit
I
back. I could raise
yeah,
my
I mean, I
chair.
cough too, but
I don't know. I'll
well, if
probably
you're
hit it a
moving your
couple more
chair,
times. I'll probably hit it a couple more times,
we'll
but yeah, I
we'll
think it
get
was.
padding or something. Yeah, because because see, that's another thing that we have to work out is because he is, um, such a night owl. So he said okay, so we can get into this on the air because he won't give a shit. He he won't even watch this, I get because he doesn't watch shit either. So, like he said, right now, the best day for him to record is Thursday
Oh,
because Bralia, his nurse or whatever or his aide is doing half days there or something. So the best day for him to record now is Thursday. But he said like he could do like a 10 o'clock his time, which would be 9 o'clock for you, I think, or 10:30 his time, which would be 9:30 for you. And I said, well, I don't know. I said, I think we still have to jockey around the time there because I think that that's still, a little late. So I think that we still have to jockey around that time. But
yeah. We'll figure it out. He may have to. We'll have to come to a compromise. I'm sure we can. We're not. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. We'll
yeah,
figure it out. And then,
yes,
we
it'll
got to,
be
I'll have to figure out with with Murr, but it might be more convenient. Like with Murr, we might pre-record it. Maybe we'll have to pre-record crossing the streams. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
yeah.
But
I mean, pre-recording is an option because Jasmine does that with Current Cut now, which is another show here. So that
oh, that's
was
the one you were recording last night. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I did give her the access now, so she's going to be able to just you know do as she pleases with this. It'll make things easier, and then that way, like I'll still have my phone, so if she needs help or something, I'll be around to be able to like jump in and give her a hand. But that way, if she needs to go on a Wednesday, I won't have to duck out a sideshow because I enjoy listening to my sideshow
Right.
now that it's sideshow again. Yes.
You just didn't want to support me elsewhere. It's okay. You can say that.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
you're with me, I don't want to watch you. You can say it. You have that. It's there's
I
no
mean,
harm about that.
I mean, you're Rabbit and Red's baby, Paul. You're Rabbit and Red's baby. You're nobody else's baby. You're my baby. You're Rabbit and Red's baby.
Now
When
that
you're
sounds
not with Rabbit and Red, it's just not right. The
this this,
world is
this
out. The
sounds
universe is not in balance when we
sounds
are not together.
this sounds like one of them creepy. That just sounded like something creepy off one of them Netflix series is with like Charlie Hunnam. You're my baby. You're my
Uh,
baby.
oh,
You
geez, did you
those,
watch? Did you
No, I
watch
won't
that?
watch it. Okay, so I live in Wisconsin, right? And I'm not the biggest. I know a little bit about the guy. I'm not schooled
Mhm.
in it. If I ever
Right.
do an episode about him, Murray's the guy that needs to come in because Murray knows everything about fucking about what's his face? Can't remember his name. Um, Plainfield.
Ed
What's his
Gein.
name?
Ed Gein,
Ed Gein.
right?
He knows everything about Ed Gein. I mean, everything. He's even been there, and
Cool.
he's probably got some of the dirt from his grave floating around in there in his house somewhere. And if he don't, he's probably gonna go back and get some now that I mentioned it. But he is very knowledgeable,
Damn.
and he's got me not wanting to watch it because at first he was like, "It sucks." Then he was like, "Well, it's okay." Then he would come back and say it sucked. Then he would come back and say it was okay. Then he'd come back and say it was so. I don't know. I don't even know the final verdict for him, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it because, like he said, man, Charlie Hoonan's one of those hot guys, and if you look at Ed Gein, he's not the kind of guy that turns you on. You know what I'm saying? So it just to me just seems like how am I?
Right.
I don't know. I might try it. I don't know. But I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet. I've been too busy
Yeah, and I
watching
don't think I
Maud,
will.
and I've been too busy
Maud.
watching Maud. Yeah, and then I got. I've been getting a lot of DVDs in the mail, and my Atari will
Mhm.
be here Saturday. I pre-ordered
You got whoa. Wait, stop. Hold on. You got an Atari.
Atari game freaking what are they called?
I don't know what they're called.
Here, let me bring up my browser and I will show you what it's called. Let me bring up my browser and I'll share it with you and I'll show you what it is. See, game game station pro. I think that's what it's called.
I don't know. I
Atari.
wonder.
Yeah. It's the coolest fucking thing, dude. My wife was like, as soon as I knew it was coming out, I was I said, "Can I get this?" And she gave me that look like she was disappointed in me, which is the kind of look I'm used to that. I disappoint her all the time, but that's not the point.
Right.
The point is, I wanted it, and she said, "Okay." There's a guy on YouTube, Gen X. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He did a video on it, but here, let me bring this up. I'm not familiar with this, so let me say share screen. Is it
It's
this
right
one?
next to
Here
the
we go. Here we go. Boom. There you go. Is it
yeah.
up there now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
up there. So let me
it's this thing. See, now if
okay.
you look on
Let's
there,
spotlight
yeah,
it so
there you go.
everybody else can see it.
It's a handheld Atari, and it's got like 200 games
Yes.
built into it. And it's got
Okay.
the top of it, that's a spinner. So you can spin it to play like breakout and all that. Instead of using the joypad, you can use the spinner, right? And then it's
Mhm.
got a joypad underneath. And then underneath that, it's got a roller ball. So you can play like Centipede Arcade and use it like you did in the arcade, a little roller ball. Then it's got the number pad on the other side. And it's got like 200 Atari games on there, plus Pac-Man. Um, and then
Does it
let me
have Halloween?
let me come over. No, but here's the good news. Here, let me bring this up. See, here's the good news. Oop, not that one. Damn it. Never mind. The good news is it has a memory card slot for a micro
Yes.
SD card. If you name the
Yes.
file, if you name the folder games, and then inside that folder you put like links, NES, Super Nintendo, I can put if I get a ROM of Halloween for the Target was under, I
Oh.
can put it on there. Yeah. Texas Chainsaw too. Texas Chainsaw too. So the guy the guy the guy on YouTube who used to show this video, it even plays 64 games, but they run really rough. But this is like a retro handheld, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. It'll be here Saturday. It's on its way. My tracking says Saturday. So yeah, yeah. I've never played the Halloween on
Listen,
2600. I'm going to.
listen, listen. How do I get a ROM? Where do I get it? What do I have to do?
I don't want to say anything on here. I'll have to tell you in private. But
Oh, damn it.
I know exactly where you can go to get your ROMs. But
No, I don't no, no, no. I wanna get it because I want you to play it, and I want you to show me you playing it.
oh yeah, because I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to get it. I've been excited for like a fucking when I pre-ordered it. My wife's like, because it was expensive. It isn't cheap. But she was like, I guess, because I love Atari, right?
Yeah,
I have the Atari 50 on my PlayStation. I just love
yeah,
Atari. But the Atari games, some of the games don't play very well on the PlayStation, like Breakout. You can't fine tune using the bar at the bottom. So I was like,
mhm.
man, I can't fully enjoy all my Atari games. So when this thing was coming out, I'm like, let me get this thing. She says, okay, because you're cute. So she says you can pre-order it. So I pre-ordered it. It'll be here Saturday. I'll be playing some of them old classic games. I'm gonna be having fun. I'm gonna be having fun with that thing. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited. So
I'm excited too for Computer Loomis, Atari Loomis. I wonder
so
if he listens
it's
on
gonna
us.
be great. But I've been keeping myself busy. Been watching old stuff. I've been watching Maud because I found Maud was at Maud Shout Factory finally had it in stock. At Walmart. I won't.
Mhm.
I'm having okay. I have a personal issue with Shout Factory at the moment. I'm not going to participate in Shocktober this year. Um, their quality assurance team has been dropping the ball a lot.
Oh,
So
100%.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait until somebody else gets a hold of it because. As everybody knows, Shout Factory isn't the only place that releases these. Eventually, Kino may release something, or now TerraVision's in the game. And I subscribe to TerraVision, so if it ever comes there, I'll get it right away because of my subscription, if it's subscription in TerraVision. But I just sh- Shout. I've had too many issues with Shout. I've had too many
Mhm.
issues. My Night of the Demons, I think it was Night of the Demons 3. One of the audio tracks doesn't even work, and it felt
Oh,
like
yeah,
their
you were
whole thing
saying
was
that.
and they're like whole and if I read between the lines of what they say, more or less they're saying, "Hey, we know it doesn't work, but you have other audio tracks you can use." That's not the point.
Yeah.
So I've decided to. I haven't bought anything from them directly, but I had to have Maud, so I haven't like
Yeah.
totally, you know, I haven't totally canceled them. I just won't buy anything new. But I figure this was on regular DVD. I don't, and it's been out for years, so I didn't think it would be messed up, and it's not. It works perfect. So I've been
Yeah. No,
watching
that'll
Maud.
be fun. Um, did you ever get through all the Columbo set?
No, I finished the first set. I finished the
Right.
first set, and then I started the return. The return doesn't have the same appeal. It's still good, but it doesn't have the same appeal for some reason. I don't know why. It's not growing on me as much as the originals did.
Mhm.
I still enjoy them, but I guess it's because some of the stars they picked for the '80s for these are people I really
Mhm.
didn't care too much about. Because like in the '70s, it had the '70s ones and eight they had everybody. Like as you know, Donald Pleasance was in one, and Vincent
Mhm.
Price I do believe was in one, and I
Yes,
mean
he
like
was.
it had all the big names from back then, and like Sybil Shepherd was in one from The Return, and I'm not the big. Yes, I did like Moonlighting, and she's okay, but she's not like the best actress ever. So it's like it's not growing on me. I'll eventually finish it, but
But it's
I've been
just
watching.
taking you forever to do that.
Right, and like I started Walker Texas Ranger, and I'm gonna be honest
Cool.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to explain. A lot of people probably, if you're new and haven't been following me from back behind, you're like just now finding out who I am.
Mhm.
Um, I'm an honest person. Look, I can watch a movie and be like, okay, I like that movie, but I can honestly tell, if like, oh, it was good, I should go watch it. I'll be like, no, 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 the movie sucked, but I liked it. I
Mhm.
like Walker, but I don't know how much. I don't know. I never watched the original first run, so I wasn't a Walker fan. I was a Chuck Norris fan, but for some reason I never watched the show. So
Mhm.
watching it now, it seems it's kind of weak. I don't know if it gets better, but it feels like a cheesy B movie on the TV. I don't hate it. It's just slow moving, so I don't know if it picks up. Hopefully it does, but I'm still going to watch all of it regardless cuz I like Chuck Norris. Um
Well, you should watch The New Walker with, Jared Padalecki.
well, me and the
That's
wife
good.
started me and the wife started it, but I'm going to be honest with you, it got canceled. So I'm like, "Well," she's like, "Well, I
I
don't want to
know.
watch it anymore." She's like,
Well,
"Why bother?" I'm like, "Okay."
yeah, well, see, I started that, like, from the beginning, but I, like, kind of got, like, behind on season 5. So, season 5 was the last season. So when I heard that it was getting canceled, I just stopped. I still haven't finished season 5. There's 3 episodes I haven't watched because I heard that it ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, "Why do I wanna see that?" And then be pissed because it'll never resolve itself.
See, that's why I stopped watching. We watch a few new things. There's a show with the chick from Sunny in Philadelphia. She's on a show on ABC called High Potential.
High Potential, yes. I
Yes,
watched that
me and the
too.
wife, we love that one. So we watched
Mhm.
that one. I watched that Tim Allen one,
Shifting
Shifting
Gears. Yeah,
Shifting
that's
Gears.
good.
We
I
watched that
watched
one.
that
It's good.
too.
But we don't watch a lot of the new stuff. I got her hooked on she's watching Stargate SG-1 with me. She
Mm.
likes Stargate. I got her into Stargate and we watched that. So I got her on that, but we stopped watching a lot of TV shows and the reason we stopped watching so much TV is because either it's too preachy and it wants
Mhm.
me to, you know, be some weird person, or and I don't, I just don't want to be preached at. I don't mind social commentary at all. I just
Mhm.
don't like it being shoved at me like, look. I don't mind it feeling natural. So I don't watch a lot of new stuff. And I also don't like if a small group of people start to hate a TV show and they start
Mhm.
canceling stuff related to the TV show, then it gets canceled. So what if it's something I like, but the majority of the public doesn't like, and then it gets canceled? And as we both know, fucking the networks, they're quick to cancel shit nowadays.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's why
So
I don't watch new stuff either, really,
right.
aside
So
from
I don't.
Matlock. I love the new Matlock.
We haven't
Kathy Bates.
we is the second season started?
No, it starts I think this Sunday is the season premiere, but then it'll be
Me and the
Thursday night it'll be on.
me and the wife, we have Paramount. We haven't finished the first season. I was really getting into the show and we love it. And
Yeah,
then I was like, what if it gets canceled? So if we watch a show and we like it, we stop watching it until it gets renewed. Because
yeah,
we're not
it's
we've
all
been
renewed.
fucked so many times. We've been fucked so many
Mhm.
times. So we didn't renew it. Or so we wait
Yeah,
till it gets renewed. So we'll probably finish that. But I've been watching all the old stuff. Like I said, Maud I've been watching, Little House on the Prairie, uh The Waltons. Fucking if it's
mhm.
an old show, I've been watching it. And then I bought the set. I bought that set of all the Perry Mason TV movies. 'Cause I like Perry
Ooh,
Mason. Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
So,
Yeah, I
I've been
enjoy
watching. I've been spending my time pretending to be a boomer and just enjoying all the stuff from my youth. No, I haven't been watching anything, but I'm just. So I've been watching the old school shows, and they're entertaining me. I've been laughing my ass off. Here's the funny thing: I've been watching Maud and laughing my ass off. But if you watch Maud, all the shit that they're talking about is the same shit we're talking about now. They were talking about, all the social issues we're talking about now, they were even talking about then, and they weren't as on the same scale. Like there was an episode about immigration on a Mod episode. Now it wasn't to the degree of as immigration is today, where it's like causing people to beat each other up, but it was still. we've had the same issues since the 70s. And it's like American politics is like a revolving door. You know, we did it in the 70s, we skipped it in the 80s, we brought it back in the 90s, we skipped it in the 2000s. Now we're bringing
Mhm.
everything comes and goes. It's like we never learn, and it's, that's just like I was telling my wife. She goes, "You think anybody's going to watch this show?" Well, I don't know if anybody's going to watch it, but I know I can bring the DNC and the GOP together, because I'm going to say stuff
Mhm.
on this show over the years that both sides are going to hate me. So they may actually get together to plot my cancellation. So if I can
And
bring the GOP and the DNC together, I think I've done a good thing. Just saying.
I think that's what needs to happen because there is too much division otherwise. It's like, and
Right.
that's the thing. They're both messed up. I'm like dead center. They both have issues. Instead of trying to divide each other, don't divide and conquer. Do what you need to do to, you know, come together, bridge the gap.
It's like
Because we're falling
I'm a
apart
huge
otherwise.
right. Like here's a good example of what what I've been seeing. So like I said, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, but
Mhm.
I love my Constitution, and I'm a big supporter of the Second Amendment. And I see my Second Amendment, my brothers from the Second Amendment posting in immigration videos and stuff, saying this is exactly what I voted for. But then I'll watch a video from like Washington gun law, and they're all in there complaining about how, why aren't they protecting our rights? They said they were going to protect our rights. So it's like under one breath, they're excited because this is what I voted for. And then they turn around and like, well, this isn't what I voted for. And that's what I'm saying. We have to, I wish, here's the thing about in the 2A community, in my opinion, of course, the people from the 2A community who are Democrats need to be more vocal. You need to stop worrying about pissing off people in your own party and open your mouth. If you
Mhm.
know, like like Illinois, I have a carry concealed permit, so I can go anywhere. Wisconsin, or Oregon doesn't take my permit, or honor my permit. Either does Washington State, either does California, but California doesn't honor anybody's. Minnesota are my neighbors to the left. They don't honor it, and the dumb shit south of me in Illinois, they don't honor it. And that's because they have strict gun laws. And I find it, and this is what pisses me off about the governor of freaking Illinois. He's complaining about the Trump sending in the National Guard, and he's making all these like, oh, he's trampling on our constitutional rights. But yet he's trampling on everybody's constitutional rights for Second Amendment violations. And they don't, what I'm saying? It's like the Constitution is good for them, but not for anybody else. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't pick a side, because they both have their problems. I'm more, like I said on my show on Saturday for the suicidal tendencies, I'm still an old school punk at heart. Anarchy, man. Let it all burn to the fucking ground. Let it burn, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Because
And
because
and
the
that's
way
why
I see it, I was just, the way I see it, both sides, me and you, they don't give a shit about us. Neither side gives a shit about you or me or anyone else who's really like standing firm for certain beliefs or certain people or certain sides. They don't give a shit about you. They don't care. So stop caring about them.
yeah, that's and I don't. They all drive me nuts. It's like, oh, it's bad
Mhm.
enough that I'm nuts on my own. I don't need other people.
Oh, well, I'm not just talking to you. I mean for people watching that are, because I'm sure people watch and they pick a side. And it's like,
Right.
why are you picking a side? Because that side doesn't care about you at all.
I don't mind so much when they pick a side. It's just I wish
Mhm.
they would, when they see their side do something that they don't like, I wish they'd be like, "Hold up now. This is, I don't agree with this," and speak up.
Yeah.
You can stay a Democrat and complain about the Democrats. You can stay a Republican and complain about them. You don't have to toe that line. You can, be like, okay, I agree with 90% of what you said, but I don't agree with that. And then stand up for what
Yeah.
don't that's how I feel. I don't mind people
Yeah.
picking sides. I have, you know, I don't pick a side, but I'm not gonna hate on someone who picks a side. I don't hate on any of those people anyway. I
Right.
only get I I get Forrest Whitaker eye sometimes with some of the stuff that both sides do, but I don't hate anybody. Do your thing, man. It's the small it's like it's small little things that get to me.
Right.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but over time, as the show progresses, something will pop up and I'll be like, "Ugh," and I'll talk about it, but nothing's really like right now. The only thing that bugs me, what's really bugging me here lately, is the police. God damn it! And it's only because here's my thing. Okay, there are good cops and there are bad cops, and my problem is you get all these cops and you see them on their Facebooks and you see them posting stuff and they're like, playing basketball with the kids and helping out in the neighborhoods and that's cool and all. But will that same cop say anything when a bad one does something? No, they'll keep quiet. They'll keep quiet. And it's like, dude, these are the same guys that will round up people off the streets and they'll sit them in a room and they'll tell them, well, if you know what's good for you, you'll get the best deal. The first one that rats out their buddies will get the first best deal. They try their hardest to get people to turn on their cohorts, but they don't do the same thing. So it bugs the crap out of me. So like right now that bugs me. And then you'll see them, somebody will do something wrong and they just, it just the cops bug me. But I don't want to start off the show on a negative. I'm going to continue the show on a positive
Mm.
because I won't get into any names. Um but I have a fan who sent me something and I'm going to actually show it
Mhm.
off. Now
Ah,
this was a gift from a fan. It is Star Wars.
ooh. Here, I'll spotlight you so
There
everybody
you
can
go.
see.
It's Star Wars Project 4K, 4K 77, 4K 80, and 4K 83. And they're in a nice case, got their own individual movie, and they're in beautiful 4K. And they're not special editions. Now, full disclaimer. Do I support bootlegs and pirating? To a degree, yes. Yes, I do. Here's my stance. Should you be pirating the new Jurassic Park film? Well, no, you probably shouldn't. Because you can go anywhere and pick it up. But can you get the original theatrical with the original crawl that doesn't say episode one? Can you go anywhere right now and buy it? Can you buy it on Vudu or whatever the fuck it's called now? Fandango. Can you buy it on Fandango? Can you buy it on Amazon Prime? Can you buy it on Apple? No, you can't. Can you pick it up on DVD? Yeah, if you can find someone who has the 2006 release over on eBay and they're special editions and they're just Laserdisc rips. Can you find those? No, you can't. So I'm okay with somebody spending money on something like this because you can't buy it any other way. So if Hollywood doesn't want bootlegs, maybe Hollywood shouldn't be a bunch of cheap bastards and just release it. See, I get their thought process. Well, I don't know. I know why this isn't. I know why this is a George Lucas thing. I don't even know if he sold the rights to the original one in the in the deal with Disney. Disney might not even own the originals, as far as I know, because he feels the special editions are the ones to have. Like these are the ones to have. This is my true vision. No other way. Which I still think it should be preserved and we should be able to choose. I'm not saying get rid of the special editions, just give us both. I'm a Star Wars fanatic. If Disney had released these, I would have bought them. The only 4K I have is from the Skywalker set. And as good as it is, it's not the original. I want to see the original. I want to hear the Ewoks sing no Yub Nub again, dude. So this right here, is like the coolest thing ever, right? It's the coolest thing ever. And you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, if you have to, if Hollywood or corporate America pushes you into a corner to where you got to bootleg it, then bootleg it. Bootleg it. I used to bootleg all the time. I don't anymore, but I do when it's necessary. Like Werewolf. I got Werewolf, the TV show. And the only reason that we can't get it, Shout Factory was going to do it a while back, but they wouldn't. Why? Because of licensing. Oh, well, we don't want to. They're asking for too much money. I'm surprised I was able to buy the WKRP set, but some of that music got changed. But they did. I guess licensing is the problem. That's the problem, licensing. And that lays down to greed. You want X amount of dollars for your song. Well, it's only like 30 seconds, man. Well, it doesn't matter. I want to get paid. And I get it. Some of this music doesn't move anymore. It's not selling. So they want to make enough money, but don't gouge us, man. But I haven't bootlegged anything in a while, music wise, because I got Spotify and YouTube Music. Everything seems to be on there. But I'm not opposed to it. But like, don't take money out of an artist's hands by bootlegging something that's already out that you have full access to. You know what I mean? Like I was discussing earlier about ROMs. Half the stuff that I'm going to put on my Atari thing, you can't buy that shit unless it's secondhand. And if you buy it secondhand, the company that owns the rights aren't making anything anyway. Who am I hurting? And someone asked Nintendo in an article, well, in a thing that was posted, why are you closing down all these ROM sites? Their answer: because it's illegal. Because they were like, you're not making money off of it anymore. So who's it hurting? Well, because it's illegal. Well, then let's change the law. Well, we don't want to do that. See, let's make it legal. Let's make it legal. And we have the worst copyright system, man. People should own the rights to their stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to sit here and say that artist doesn't deserve their money. They deserve every penny. You put in good work, whether it's a movie, whether it's music, you deserve the money. You deserve to own what you created. You deserve it. No problem. I'm not going to dispute that. It's the corporation behind you. Like, there's a YouTuber. His name is Rick Beato. And there's another one called Professor of Rock. And they cover music. And Rick Beato and them, they interview actual artists. So they'll play snippets, 10, 15, 30-second snippets of the person they're interviewing. And then they get copyright claimed by Universal Music Group. And it's like, dude, YouTube doesn't honor fair use anymore. But yet, YouTube and Facebook are using fair use to train their AI. They went to court with all those authors. The authors lost in court because, it's fair use. They're using it to teach and educate their AI systems. It's fair use. But yet, I want to put a 30-second clip on something, and it's not fair use for me. So YouTube doesn't honor it, and I know why. Because they don't want to lose. If you tell Universal Music Group, yeah, we're not going to really do anything about this, it's fair use, he can use the clip. They're not going to tell the music, YouTube's not going to tell the music industry that. Because then the music industry is going to be like, well, we're not going to let you have our music for YouTube Music anymore. Okay, well, we'll copyright strike them then. That's the problem. YouTube is afraid to stand up for the little guy because the big guy will move on and take their music elsewhere. And there's really nothing we can do about it. What are we gonna do? Stop using YouTube? We can't stop using YouTube. No one's gonna stop using YouTube. And I'm not a fool to believe that. Just like what's going on with Microsoft. They raised the price of Game Pass, and everybody and their mother are screaming, "I'm canceling." Okay, cancel. That's cool, but there's gonna be so many people that don't. It's not gonna matter. They're not gonna lower the price. They're gonna just keep going. And it's like, at the end of the day, I know nothing's ever gonna change. I've realized that. Nothing's ever going to change. I just got to sit back and roll with the punches, which is why I just mind my own business for the most part. I don't get into too much, and then I move on. I move on. I mean, I've been posting stuff on Facebook, and out of the blue, people come in there and say something snarky. It's like, dude, why you gotta do that shit? If you don't like it, just don't say anything. But you got to put in your 2 cents, don't you? I don't put in my 2 cents anywhere. I mean, I am right now, but this is my show. But I don't go into other people's posts and say negative things. Why? This person's feeling good about their posts, having a good time. Oh man, showing their husbands, wives, their children. oh, check out my cool post on Facebook. Look, it's getting pretty good amount of hits. That's cool. And then some knob socket comes along and does something rude in there. And it's like, really? You're going to ruin this guy's day because you're a dickhead? Oh, well, that's the way it goes. So I don't do that. I could. I could be the biggest troll in the world, but I don't want to ruin someone else's groove. It's just not me. It's just not me. I want everybody to get along. No, if I don't like what I see, I move on because I know somebody else is going to like what they saw. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe people will be like, "You acting like a boomer." Well, I mean, I was raised by them, so I mean, there's that. But no, I'm okay with bootlegging and pirating if you can't get your hands on it, because people are fighting over it. So I'm surprised. I can't believe that project didn't get shut down. But if this was a Nintendo product, it would have. Nintendo is very good about shutting shit down. So there you go. There's my rant. There's my rant.
There's Grandpa's Corner. I love that. See? I put you right up there on the screen like that. You're front and center. Just letting it all out. I enjoy that very much.
I'm not. See, it's like I'm not anti-corporation. Everybody needs to make money. I get it. My thing is, how many yachts do you need, man? Come on now, give a little. Give a little. So I don't know. I don't know. I also got this in the mail today. I'm excited about this. I started watching it, but my wife came home. I had to help unload groceries and whatnot. The 75th anniversary of the Peanuts. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice little slipcover. Very loose though. You got to be careful. It comes out too easy. Then it came
Show
with
me
this
how the
really
discs
nice
are packaged here.
came with a really nice book.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the book, it's got the specials. Well, the welcome shows you the list of all the specials. And it tells you what specials they are. When they aired. Some of them have synopsises, some of them don't. And then in the center, it's got Meet the Gang. And then it's got more episodes. See, like how this one shows you, like here for an example. Like here, it tells you a little about the Christmas episode. It tells you about the Great Pumpkin. It tells you about the All Stars. But then when you get down here to You're in Love, it doesn't tell you nothing. Just when it aired. So some of them have synopsises, but it goes all the way to the 2011.
Oh,
It's a warm blanket. Yeah, it's a warm blanket. Charlie Brown's the last one. There was a couple of them. There's 4 of them that didn't make the cut for licensing. I guess they did a special about the Super Bowl. That one's not in here. There was a special. There was 4 specials. You'd have to look online, but 4 of the specials didn't make it for copyright. One was because the NFL. One was because of music. So 4 of them didn't make it, but I'm okay with that. I know some people are upset about it, but like I said, licensing, if people don't want to pay, but because you used to be able to watch all the specials until fucking Apple bought the rights. Now you can only watch them on Apple Plus. But I love the Peanuts, and I know a lot. My wife can't stand them. This is the most boring shit ever. See, I explained this the other day. I'm Gen X. My wife's Gen X. But we're from 2 different sides of the Gen X spectrum. Like the Gen Xers born in 65, 66, 67, they're different than us early 70s Gen Xers. And then you got the Gen Xers who are late 70s who are different than us born in the early 70s. That's because during your nurturing years and your the years that molded you, when you're a teenager basically. I was a teenager in the 80s. My wife was a teenager in the 90s. I mean, in 1987, she was 10. So she was influenced. So she doesn't like any 80s music really at all. She likes Ozzy and Judas Priest, but it's like she doesn't want to hear Crowded House. She doesn't want to hear Men at Work. She doesn't like any of that pop stuff or that, some of that 80s music. She don't like any of that. She doesn't like a lot of 80s movies, but yet we're still Gen Xers. See what I'm saying? So she was never a Peanuts kind of lady. Me, I love them. I love them to death. So I got the peanuts, and so like I said, I started watching it today. It felt weird watching the Christmas episode so early, so I skipped that one. But I can watch them anytime I want, so no big deal. I got a backlog of movies you wouldn't believe. I'm
Oh,
talking like
well,
biggest
that
backlog of.
that's a question. Okay, so what you just said, because you said like, you know, later 70s versus, earlier 70s, and you're, different in your tastes. Okay, so I'm late 70s, on the tail end of the 70s.
Right.
And how do you and me then have the same exact fucking taste in shit? Like I love the Peanuts, and like Maude and all those classic TV shows, I watch them. I love them, you know?
I don't know. Maybe it's a male female thing. Maybe it's a male female thing because she she'll watch Maud with me. Like we'll lay down to go to bed, and I'll put Maud on, and when it's on, she'll laugh. She'll watch it. She doesn't hate it. She doesn't hate All in the Family. She doesn't hate Good Times. It's just she's not going to go out of her way to watch them. She won't
Oh,
binge watch them. But if I put it on, she'll watch it. So it's not. It's mainly the music. She really can't stand a lot of the music. And then there's certain bands like she likes old 70s classic rock, but she doesn't like Kiss. She can't stand Kiss. So it's
mm,
like, but see, that's the thing. They say opposites attract, and they do. We don't have a lot of good, we don't, there's a lot of things we don't like. And, but we get along. I mean, okay, I can't say we're married. So married people getting along is a different thing. Okay. Like me and you get along, me and my wife get along, but we're married. So we fight a lot, but we still
mhm.
get along. Marriage is a weird fucking dynamic, dude. It's a weird dynamic. Anybody who's
I'll
married, I
probably
know I
never
can't. You're
experience it.
right. You don't have the experience, and and it's probably for the best. My daughter doesn't want to get married. My son's getting married tomorrow. Speaking of that, he's getting
I
married
wanted to say
tomorrow.
congratulations because I heard
Yeah,
that last night during the show, and I was like, he never
yeah,
mentioned anything like that to me before.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's at 4. It's at 4:30. It's just a little friends and family small thing at the courthouse, but yeah, they're
Mhm.
getting married tomorrow at 4:30. Then we're gonna go out to dinner afterwards. So
Oh,
he's
nice.
taking the plunge. But my daughter, she says, marry my middle child. She's upstairs sleeping right now. She's the mean one. Well, you'll have to ask Murray one day. She's the mean one. Um, she's the one that she has the two kids, and they all live here with us. And she says she won't get married because it's a scam, and I can't argue with her about it. So see, that's why I'm saying I'm an honest person. I'm married. I love my wife, but we've both said to each other, never again. No, which is a good thing. We've been together for 30 years. No one would want it. No one would want either one of us. And we're too old to start over. So we just keep what we got. You know what I mean?
I mean, at that point, but I mean, it sounds like even though there are arguments, that there's like a deep-seated like love there that you
Oh, yeah.
really wouldn't want to break from anyway.
Here's an example of being together for 30 years.
Mm.
I'm sick. I have a fever. She's taking care of me, but while she's taking care of me and checking my temperature, making sure I have what I need, tucking me in, checking
Oh,
on me and all that stuff, while she's doing all that sweet stuff, she's yelling at me. I can't believe you fucking left the window open. You wouldn't be sick if you had fucking not listened. If you would just so see, you get love and taken care of and yelled at the same time. That's what 30
but hold
years
on,
is.
but hold on a second. Did you really leave the window open that you think that caused you to get that cold?
I had the fan on and it was
Mhm.
hitting my face all night. And I think because I was sick, my granddaughter came home and got us all sick. And we had
Oh,
pink eye. We were all fucked up. We had pink eye. It was a fucking
oh,
mess. So I haven't got over that. So I've kind of been sick for like a month and a half.
mhm.
And then I left the fan on me that night. Everybody knows you don't have to live in Wisconsin to know the weather's fucked up right now. I mean, it's supposed to be. We had 90-degree weather like fucking last week, and at the end of September, it was like 90 degrees. It's not supposed to be 90 degrees in Wisconsin in September. And I know other cities. I'm sure you guys in fucking Pennsylvania had some stupid warm ass weather.
Yeah, no, now it's finally like just today it started to like where it's like in the 60s and it's not going to go above the 60s now,
Right. See,
for the
so in
foreseeable future.
September, we started fall weather a little bit in September, then it shot back up. So we were all getting sick. Now it's starting to go back down again. It's bullshit, is what it is. But
Mhm.
it's the weather. What am I going to do? I can't control the sun. If I could control the sun, I'd just turn it off and just say lights out, everybody, and
That's it.
everything. But I can't do that. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's been so I got sick. So yeah, it's my fault. I'm sick. But see, then that's what I'm saying. She takes care of me. She does the wife thing and loves me. But she yells at me while she's doing it. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you get married and you're married. It doesn't happen right away. You have to build
Mhm.
that up. If you're not going to stick with it, when that kind of thing happens in the early years, people fight each other, they start cheating on each other. You got to build up to it. But we've been together 30 years, so I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I'm at least 99.9% positive that we will both be. One of us will go. We'll stay married forever, basically. Even after one of us is dead, the other one's still going to be married to a dead person. So and she's not my first wife either. I was married once before. So very
I'm
short lived.
surprised that you did it again after the first time.
Well, the first time was really screwy.
Mhm.
So, should have been annulled, but it is what it is. But the second time it just worked out. We have had our ups and downs, my friend. We have
Mhm.
had our ups and downs. We had a couple of separations. We've had our problems, but we've seemed to work it out. And that's why I know we're going to keep going. And like I said, we love each other to death, but we call each other names. We pick on each other. It's a weird relationship, but it works. And that's all I care about is that it works. You know, like she's working right now. She's closing. I won't see her till I usually don't see her in the middle of the week. She closes on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and she opens on Sundays and Mondays. She has to be at work at like 3 o'clock in
Ooh.
the morning. So I don't see a lot
Ah,
of her. And she works like 6 days a week. So I don't see a lot of her. So hopefully one day, it'll slow down for her. But she's got a plan. So I know in the golden years we'll see more of each other. But that's the key. Believe it or not, that's the key to a successful marriage.
oh, yeah.
You don't see each other. If you see each other 24/7, 7 days a week, you gotta make it. And that's what's wrong with some of these young folks today. They want to be around their loved ones, not their family, their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, their furry pal, who however they roll. They want to be with them 24/7, 7 days a week. They want to track them on their phone. Where are they at? What are they doing? What are they up to? Like, dude, give them some space. You're gonna lose them doing that kind of shit. So yeah, yeah. And I'm not trying to pick on the young kids. I'm probably one of the only old people on the planet who support the younger generation. Like this town. This town got rid of cruising. If you cruise down fucking Milton Avenue more than like twice and stuff, they can pull you over for cruising. And I'm like, leave these fucking kids alone. You took all the skate rinks away. You took all the goddamn arcades away. Kids can't cruise. They can't hang out in parking lots no more. Kids hang out at McDonald's. They got to get out, even if they're not misbehaving. What are those kids doing? Ah, they're just eating. Get them out of here before they start trouble. Well, how do you know they're going to start trouble? Well, they're kids. Fuck you. They're kids. Leave them be. Wait until they actually start trouble. Not every kid is trouble. So yes, I'm a big supporter of teenagers. I think they should. How do they know how are they going to experience life if we don't let them experience life? Yeah, I understand you
Yeah.
don't want them doing drugs and drinking. That I get that. But and you don't want to support them going out and having just casual sex. Of course, you got to be that parent. Well, don't. I was the parent that was like, just buy a fucking condom and be okay. I didn't want to harp them. And all my kids graduated. None of them got pregnant teenagers. So obviously, I did it right. But the kids nowadays, they don't got nothing to do. And all people my age want to do is hold them down. Oh, these kids are being so loud or their mufflers. So what? So what? You hear them for a brief moment. Let them live their life. Let them live their life. Let them do their thing. If they're breaking into houses, you know, yeah, they're going to get hurt. They're going to get in trouble. But I believe the saying about idle hands are the devil's plaything. I believe that. And if you keep these kids from having fun, they need to bring back. I wish they'd bring back fucking roller skating rings. I mean, I couldn't do it anymore. I'd probably break a hip. But
Oh, don't.
the kids have nothing to do.
Mhm.
That's why if they that's why I think they should, because I've been honestly, this is gonna sound stupid, but I've honestly been thinking about running for city council here next time city
Ooh,
council does elections. And if the kids could vote for me, they probably would. But no, I'm thinking about vote running, and I'm just gonna be myself. Here in
yeah.
town, when it comes time to run, you have to get a petition from City Hall.
Mhm.
You have to get so many signatures, and I figured I'd just go set up a table at Walmart or something and be like, "Hey, man, I'm trying to run for city council, and I need your signatures." And if they ask me, "Well, why are you running?" I'll be honest with them. I'll be flat out 100% honest because I'm tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
I want someone in office who's going to listen to the people who put them in there. I don't care about money. I don't care about wealth. I don't care about power. I care about the voice of the people. So if the majority of my town wants me to vote no for like a data center, then I'm going to vote no. I'm not going to be like, well, I hear what you're saying, but we need no. I'm going to be whatever they want. Whatever they want. I'll let them fight it amongst themselves, but the vocal people tell me. So I'm going to be honest, and I'll use foul language too. I'll be like, "Hey man, I'm tired of all the bullshit." And I just want to, be there for the people. And it's not national or anything. It's just a small town. But, because we don't have a mayor here, we have a council. I do believe it's 7 people. So I may not be able to. My thing is, I'm going to do what the people say. I may not get the people may not win because there's 6 other people, but I'm going to vote what the people say. If all the people came to me and said, "Hey, man, we don't want them to change the street to a one way," or "Hey, we don't want a stop sign here," or "We need a stop sign here," I'm going to do my best to do what they want. At least I can
Mhm.
look at myself in the mirror and say, "Well, I tried. I tried." And they'll see that I tried because I'll make it vocal. I won't be quiet about it. I'll go onto Facebook and be like, "Man, I tried to get what you guys wanted. They just didn't want to listen to me. So maybe next time there's an election, you should start thinking about those other people getting the hell out of here." I've honestly been thinking about doing it. I mean, it's probably stupid, but I don't know. I've been thinking about
Oh,
it.
do it. I wanna see Councilman the Nerd.
Yeah, I don't know if I could put that on the thing, but I would let you call me that, but I don't think my placard at City Hall could say Councilman Nerd. That would be cool though.
That would be. Dude, we could make
No, I just
Councilman Nerd shirts. I would wear one in a second.
it's just I'm just tired of people doing things for themselves. And I don't mean like you or me, or I'm talking about the politicians that we vote for. They're supposed to listen to us and do what we want, not what the lobbyists want, not what the corporations want, what you want, and they won't do that. So we'll see. I have time. They just had an election, so I don't have to worry about it for right now, but I'm actually, because I don't have to divulge. It's a small town. I don't have to divulge any health information. It's just, you don't get paid, so I don't have to indulge anything. I'm just running to
Right.
because, you know. So I'm really thinking about doing it. So we'll
Yeah.
have to wait and see how it
Do it.
goes. I mean, because I don't like. I'm being honest. I don't care if somebody came to me and be like, "Man, hey man, we can help you get your driveway taken care of." If this, I don't care, man. I could live in a cardboard box and I still wouldn't do it because I'm tired of people being powerless. I'm tired of people. We have a voice, but they're not really listening to us. They're hearing us, but they're
Right.
not listening to us. And it's like, you know, I don't want to be a hashtag cancel person because I think the cancel movement's dumb. Don't force people to cancel something. Let them choose on their own. So, that bugs me because I'm the type of guy who says if you don't like something, just change the channel. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you, if the president's saying something I don't want to hear, I'll change the channel. I don't have to listen. If Taylor Swift comes on, I don't have to listen. Just like this whole Bad Bunny bullshit, dude. For one, I don't care. I don't. I listen to so much music that's not in English, so I don't care. Do I like Bad Bunny? No, I don't listen to rap music. I don't listen to dance music. I don't listen to any. I don't listen to any of that. I listen to hard rock, heavy metal, pop music, certain rap bands, but I'm not into R&B or dance music. So I don't really listen to Bad Bunny. Just like I don't listen to Taylor Swift. But if Taylor Swift was going to do the halftime show, I wouldn't care. I wasn't going to watch it regardless. But to force, to go out and say I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl because of this. Watch the Super Bowl, please. And then when
Yeah.
Bad Bunny comes on, go to the bathroom, go outside and smoke, play frisbee with your dog, make some Tortino's pizza rolls, do
Mhm.
something. And then come back. You don't have to sit and watch the halftime show. Would
Right.
I like to see Metallica or somebody on there? Well, yeah, I would. But it ain't the end of the
Not
world,
Lars, though.
huh?
Not Lars, though.
I
We don't like
I'm
Lars.
always gonna have my. I mean, I have to. Yes, I have my problems with Lars, but I would watch him. I'd watch him in the halftime show. Yeah, I'd cave. I'd watch him. But like when Prince did it, I loved it. I thought Prince did a great job. Did an excellent job. But I just don't think it's that important, man. It's a halftime show. Watch it or don't watch it. You don't have to we don't have to go online and start fighting each other over it. My God. Let's just take it easy. Take it easy. Fuck. There's more important things going on out there than Bad Bunny. Now I'm not hating on Bad Bunny. Let me rephrase that to all people out there like, I can't believe this fat guy don't like I don't listen to that kind of music. But dude, I don't remember the last Super Bowl halftime maybe it was Prince. Maybe Prince was the last halftime show I watched. But I didn't watch the halftime shows after that. I didn't watch the year that Jackson's sister's titty came flopping out. I didn't see it. I had to watch it. I had to look for clips on the internet like a lot of other people. I still watched the Super Bowl. I just didn't. I wasn't around for that. So I don't know. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. We don't need to be, going on the internet and complaining about Bad Bunny's doing the show. I don't think it's that important. I think there's more important stuff. I want to get to the important stuff. But I don't know. Your boys lost last weekend, so you probably don't give a shit about anything right now.
Well, no, I mean, they're playing tonight. They better fucking win tonight. If they don't win tonight, I'm gonna be really pissed off because they're playing the Giants tonight. The Giants are 1-4. If the Giants beat them tonight,
You don't
I
want
oh,
yeah, you don't if the Giants beat them tonight, it's not gonna be very good.
no,
I mean, it's gonna be
really
good for the people of
not.
New York. It won't be very good for you guys.
Yeah, that's not how this goes. That's not how this rolls. This is not how it's going to happen. And I don't really, watch baseball, but I know the Phillies are playing tonight too, and they have to win tonight too, or else it's over for them because this is the playoffs for them now or
It's
something.
the bottom of the 7th, and it's still 1-0 Phillies.
Okay,
So
so okay,
so the Phillies
so
must be
then
playing
makes
good if the
that
Dodgers
okay,
haven't scored one. I mean, it's 1-0, bottom of the 7th. So we'll see.
yeah.
See, I've got it. It's at 8 o'clock tonight. That's when my Brewers play the Cubs. My
Ah,
wife's my wife's a diehard Chicago Cubs fan, so she's like very upset with me because the Brewers are winning. But the Brewers did lose last night. They won the first 2 games in Milwaukee. Now they're in Chicago. I'm hoping the Cubs brush it off and fucking win tonight so we can call it a good day. So, because the Tigers and the Mariners are still going at it. They have it tied 2-2. And I know the Blue Jays made it in, but I don't care about the American League. I'm a National League kind of guy. But your Phillies are doing okay at the moment. I mean, they don't have a cushion. 1-0. There's no cushion there. There's no cushion.
Right.
One
But
wrong
it is the start
mistake.
of the seventh, so.
Yeah,
Oh
one
yeah, and they
mistake.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the
And
Cubs. The Cubs set a record for the first game against the Brewers, the shortest opening
did.
pitcher. Because they pulled him in the first. They pulled him in the first inning. Like I was like,
Wow.
whoa, he was playing. Yeah, it was It was bad. It was like 8-1 at one point. Yeah, the Cubs were like, what the hell? Of course, I want the Brewers to win, but I thought the Cubs would give them a run for their money because they basically had the same season, same amount of wins almost, and everything. So we'll see. We'll see.
So now, like, win or lose tonight, like if the Cubs win or the Cubs lose, now will that cause bad blood between you and the wife because either one of your teams is going to win and the other one's going to lose? So
Well, see, here this is how
she
this is
would
how
react
this is how
bad to that.
yeah, this is how it'll go. Okay, this is how it'll go.
Mhm.
If the Cubs will win, I'll be like, well, because she can't watch the game. She's at work. I'll message her like, oh, the Cubs won, and she'll be like, cool, and then she'll say, I told you the Brewers suck, and that'll be the end of it. She'll never bring it up again. If the Brewers win, I will hound her all week like a little bitch. So
Oh,
so she's the mature one, and when it comes to and I'm not. I will rub it in her face. Something will happen. She'll be like, "Oh man, that thing sucks." I'll be, "Yep, just like the Cubs." So I rub it in and she don't. And then when I rub it in, she gets mad. Then we get into a fight. But it's my fault. I caused it. It was my fault.
right. That's
So
that's.
yeah, that's my fault. So I'm hoping that over the next course of as time goes on, you could get me we can get me a little B movie star in here to interview and stuff. That would be cool too.
I'm sure that can possibly happen.
I should have interviewed.
Because,
I should have interviewed Stanley, but I wasn't around then.
yeah, yeah, that would have. I mean, well, maybe we can get him back. Maybe I can get him in here for you. Maybe he'll talk to Grandpa.
Because I sure did love that. The last movie of his that I saw was that Color of Space with.
I haven't seen that. I was gonna watch it before the interview, but I didn't have time, so I just watched Dust Devil and Hardware.
The moment it was announced, I pre-ordered that shit
Mhm.
because I love H.P. Lovecraft
Right.
and I love Richard. His stuff is fucking awesome, and he seems like the kind of guy that I could get along with. Like he does it, I want to do it my way. And we saw what happened when he tried to do it his way. They took it away from him. But
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, I just I got to work. We'll get a flow. The show will get a flow. I know it's a little awkward. I've been all over the place this first episode, but
Hey, I have to tell you though, my producing skills, if you notice, at the start of the show I was on my knees
yeah.
and I moved the chair, but instead of staying on the camera for laughs as I went from my knees to the chair, I moved to you so people didn't see me get
See,
off my knees and onto the chair.
see,
See?
you have gained some skill. You have
There you
gained some
go.
skill while I was gone.
Yeah,
So
see how that
at least
works?
I'm glad. I'm glad. I mean, you did have some skill issues. You did have some skill issues. But hey,
I mean,
I'm
I
not the
still
best
have
at everything. Right. I'm not the best at everything. You heard that opening theme song. That do shoof. But I'm just gonna stick with it because I'm
Yeah,
proud of
no,
it. It may be shitty, but I'm
it made me
proud
think
of it.
of it made me think of Wayne's World a little bit for some reason. I don't
You know,
know
that's
why.
what when I was thinking of doing it, that's what was going through my head, the whole Wayne's World, Wayne's World. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I thought about it. I didn't wanna bring up that but nothing's original anymore. You're always influenced by something. You know, you can't, if anybody there have been a few original things, but, some
Right.
stuff is like, it's rehashing of the stuff.
Mhm.
I still gotta finish, I gotta finish Alien Earth. I gotta finish
I
that.
didn't even start it.
I only watched the first 3. I know Murr's been dying to talk to me about it, but he won't until I finish watching it. But yeah, I can't.
And
I was
is it
I
like,
liked it.
is it good? So the first 3 were good because I
The
was
first
kind
3
of
were
like,
good.
"Eh."
I mean, it's weird because
Mhm.
it feels like the alien to me it feels like Aliens was an afterthought. That this
Okay.
show was more about the guy who wanted to do this show wanted to do a show about uh synthetic people. I don't know if and I think Disney talked him into making it about aliens because it seems like it's a timeline thing. So if you look at the timeline for Alien Earth and look at the timeline, it's some stuff just is weird. Doesn't feel like it's canon. Doesn't feel like it fits. I don't hate it. It just feels weird. But it's still worth watching. It's still worth watching.
Mm.
You should still at least give it a shot. It's still worth watching. Um, I still
But
got to
it
finish.
takes place before the first one, right? I think?
It's so yeah. So I think it takes place before. I do believe I'm probably wrong here, but I do believe it takes place before the first film, which
Mm,
is
yeah.
weird because the alien was already on Earth. It's weird, but yeah, it takes place before the first film, but after Prometheus, I do believe. So it's weird. It's still worth watching though. I don't know if it's going to get a second season, but it's worth watching. I just got to finish it. I know there's going to be a new season of Osaka or whatever the fuck that show is called. Um, the Jedi chick, Rosario Dawson's show. I know it's getting a
Mhm.
second season, so I got to finish that. Um,
I haven't
uh,
seen any of those Star Wars series or anything like that.
look, I'm gonna expose myself for a minute. I'm not the
Yeah.
biggest hater of the new Star Wars stuff because I don't care about. Like I said earlier, I don't like agendas being pushed on me in the
Mm,
forefront, but like I don't mind. Like you can put gay people and trans people in your movies. I don't care if it feels natural, but don't like try to have me focus on it every 5 seconds. Like he's gay. He's gay. Look at this gay guy. Just have the gay guy in the movie and be gay. Don't
right.
prop him up and make emphasis on him. I mean, I
Mm,
don't go to the grocery store and the manager of the grocery store doesn't say, "Hey, you should check out aisle 3. He's a gay guy." I mean, they don't do that. If it's a gay guy, it's a gay guy who it's the way it's natural. Okay. Oh, my cashier's gay. Cool. But to be like, use that one. Go see the gay cashier. That's how I see things with TV shows and movies. They really want you to focus on look how progressive we are. We got a gay guy in here. So so I don't but so this wokeness stuff, I'm just like, I don't care. As long as it's not in my face. But the Star Wars, I don't really hate it so much. I don't hate was Obi-Wan good at its core? No, it wasn't. For all these years, you never, you didn't think Leia had ever met Obi-Wan, and all of a sudden, oh, he hung out with her and went on an adventure when she was 8. To me, that was like, what the fuck, dude? You could have come up with something better. But
mhm.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. And um it was very nostalgic though. I mean, it made me tear up when they had their fight and he goes, "You didn't I killed Anakin. You did it's not your fault." It was like, "Damn, man, this is awesome." But at the end of the day, I understand why people don't like it, but I liked it. But I can see why they didn't. but I don't have a big problem. Like I haven't watched like I liked Boba Fett. I know a lot of people couldn't stand it. I enjoyed it. I was having a good time. Be glad when the next season comes. I'm looking forward to the Mandalorian movie. The only one I haven't watched, I didn't watch that the one about the spies, the one based on the Rogue One. I can't remember the name of the show. Um but there's that Star Wars one with the spies. Can't remember the name of it. Anyway, that one I haven't watched. I haven't watched the animated one either, with the Japanese anime and all that. But I don't hate the Star Wars stuff. Like, I didn't like that middle movie. What was it? Rise of the Skywalker. Was that the second one?
Yeah, no. Rise of Skywalker was the end. It was The Last Jedi was
Yeah, the
episode
middle
8.
one. I didn't like the Last Jedi too much. I mean, like, I would watch it again if I watched the movies, but it wasn't like anything I'd write home about. I think it was too long. It didn't. There was a lot of stuff going on in there that was unnecessary. Um, but the last one, I liked it. And it's like people don't realize back in the Legacy, in the Legend series, they brought back Palpatine in the Legend series. So it's like and it was cool then. I didn't have a problem with them bringing him back as a clone. I mean, I know they probably were scrambling to figure it out and it was probably a rushed ending, but it worked for me. I didn't mind it. So I'm not a big hater. I'm not a big hater of the new Star Wars stuff, but I'm not going to go out of my way and like prop it up because it's not worth propping up.
Right.
But I did enjoy it. You know what I'm trying to you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah, no, and I like the ending of Last Jedi or not Last Jedi, but Rise of Skywalker. I hated that they killed Luke in fucking Last Jedi. That pissed me off. Um,
Now her
but
calling herself a Skywalker at the end, that was a little much. She didn't have to go take it that far,
right. But
but
and but I'll tell you what, I've still never seen Rogue One. I've still never seen it.
dude, it's like, it's like one of the best. One of the best. I mean,
Now that's
I loved
between
it.
3 and 4, right?
Yeah, that's the one where they stole the Death Star plans.
Oh shit. Okay, so that is I should watch that one then. That does seem I've heard from so many people that that's actually good.
Yeah,
I
because at
should
the
watch
end,
that.
the end of Rogue One is the beginning. When you see the ship come through and Darth Vader, it all that the end of Rogue One takes place like right before then. Leia gets the plans at the end, and then they warp out, and Vader's after them. So yeah, it's like literally seconds before the other movie starts. If you think about it, you should see Rogue One, man. It's good. It's good.
I'm looking forward to it. These fucking dick giants.
What are you watching?
Motherfucking dick giants. I just put the fucking game on to see where we were at.
Uh
And the
oh.
fucking Eagles, the Eagles had a field goal, so it was 3-0, and the Giants just walked in a fucking touchdown. They literally just walked in a fucking touchdown. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I don't fucking understand it. I just don't fucking get it. I
Well,
don't fucking get it.
it's the end of the seventh, and it's tied 1-1. So you're not gonna be happy about that either.
Well, that I don't follow the Phillies much, so I'll survive if they lose. But these fucking Eagles, if they lose another one, I'm gonna fucking kill them. This is not how we work. Saquon's got to get his shit together. I love that Saquon Barkley. I got a fucking Saquon Barkley jersey. I got fucking Saquon Barkley fucking. I'll show you in a second. Hold on. If it'll even show up on here. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Oh shit.
Oh,
I know what I'll do. I'll lock the screen. If I lock the screen, it'll come up. See? Wait.
no, you need to go the other direction. Over more. Over more. There you go. Now stop. Now come up a little bit. Now your screen
You
turned
turn
off.
the fuck off. You motherfucking screen. Okay.
That doesn't want. Yeah. Over more. Up. There you go. Okay, I can see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's your
Yes.
boy, huh?
I love him. I love him. He can
I'm
fucking
definitely.
move as fast as I wish I could move. That's
Yeah. I don't.
that's the fucking thing.
I'm not an Eagles boy, so I don't. I really can't. I don't. I can't talk to you about the Eagles because I don't pay attention to them. I'm a
Yeah.
Packers guy. Unfortunately for
Ah,
you. Yeah. So,
yeah.
but
Well, I'll have to remember that when we're playing the Packers, and I'll have to hope that the Packers beat them. But I'll
so
be mad if
hopefully,
they do.
hopefully next week I have my shit together. And let me pull up my calendar here and see. Well, Halloween is the 31st, of course. So when I do an episode on the 30th, I'll have to do some. I'll have to do. I'll have to do a horror movie. I don't know if I want to do a movie or a series. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out. Should probably do other stuff. But I do want to make an announcement though. Uh
Okay.
I got an episode from Murray today. So he will have a
Oh, did
concert Friday night, Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, or not Eastern, at 9 p.m. Central. So 10 your time, then an hour back going that way, but 9 p.m. Central. I call it Murray Presents. It's
he
all concerts.
pre-records those? I'm surprised. I didn't. So he does pre-record those.
Yes. His editing software was a little botchy, so he sent me the opening, the closing, and the middle, and I edited them together for him tonight. And then I put them up, and I'll schedule them tomorrow. So Friday night, or I'll schedule it tonight before I go to bed. Friday night,
Mm.
just tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central, and it's a concert. He's doing a band. Everybody, I don't know if you know who they are, but a lot of people will. He's doing the band Testament.
I
So
know of them. Yes.
yeah, it's a concert from 2019. So it sounds good. I got it together, and so that's tomorrow night. Or yeah, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. over on GTN. So if you want to hear Murray, it's a new show. Murray Presents. He does concerts from all over the place. GTN. If you want to listen on GTN radio, you gotta go to grandpathernerd.com and players right there, or you can click and go to the page, go to the direct player. It's convoluted, but I don't want to play the corporate game to get an app because they want to charge me $25 to get a fucking developer's license, blah blah blah. Amazon's shutting down side loading, so I can't even have the app. And back in the day, you could have had like the app done. 10 people could test it. If it worked fine, you could upload it, or you could just give I could have hosted this. I could have hosted the APK on my site, and people could have just
Mhm.
side loaded it to their phone. But because Amazon or Google's getting rid of that fucking shit, and they're closing their system like fucking Apple does, so you won't be able to side load shit soon. So it's like, fuck it. If you really want to listen to the show, you can go to the website and find it that way. And if you don't want to find it that way, then you really don't want to listen. So not much I can do.
That's
Not
my
much I can do.
philosophy too. So
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll when we next week I'll have more of a plan. I'll have more of a plan. I just wanted to shoot the shit and and I don't know, just have a little loose episode.
mhm.
Next week I'll have more of more focus. I'll pick a couple of topics to go over, but tonight I was kind of everywhere. A little nervous too,
Well,
first time.
well, it is anything goes, as you said. So
Yeah, anything
you know.
goes. Yeah, I didn't want to pigeonhole myself and have to come up with different. I'll do themes and this that, but it'll all be under the banner of Grandpa's World. That way, I can cover anything. If I want to do an episode on pornographic movies, I'll do an episode on pornographic movies.
Yes. Oh, by the way, on Rabbit and Red TV, I believe we can do private live events. I don't know
Huh?
if you remember, but there were years, for years and years and years, I've been wanting to do something like that with the network and have like, these private things like, I wanted to have the Rabbit and Red After Dark side. of the network where we. So now we might have the functionality to do that.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll
That would
see
be
how
interesting. That would be interesting. So
and we have to discuss Grandpa's takeover days for that too.
yeah.
And I'll have to show you scheduling and stuff so I don't have to do it all myself and you can try it.
Ah, man, that'll probably drive me nuts. So before I get out of here, I want to remind everybody. I'll let you plug your stuff here in a second. Um,
Mm.
so tomorrow will be Big Mur's concerts at 9 o'clock, and then Saturday on GTN at 8 will be a new Grandpa's playlist, covering Rush's 2112. And like I said, you get the first side A is 20 minutes long, and you get that full 20 minutes uninterrupted. And
Cool.
like I said, I always wanted to do this album, even when I was still with you. And I was like, nah, no one's gonna want to sit for 20 minutes straight. But then I thought about it. If you're a Rush fan, you'll sit the 20 minutes straight. And if you're not a Rush fan, you weren't gonna listen anyway. So you get the full 20 minutes first. So that's Saturday. Sunday will be a new episode of Soothing Sounds at 10 a.m. And then at 8 o'clock Central on Tuesday night, hopefully he comes on live. Another getting livid with Ace, and then Wednesday another episode of Grandpa's Music Sideshow. So that's the schedule for GTN. So you can
Look
spout
forward
out
to it.
what's going on. Do your Rabbit and Red promoting.
Well, we have the fuck do we have? Okay, so tonight at 11 or 10 Central, we have a new Freak Radio that I have to finish getting together. We have tomorrow is a new Anything Posse at 11. Saturday's a replay of that. Sunday is a replay of This Is Ska from Tuesday. Tuesday's the new show, the new time for that because I don't want to compete against Sideshow, so I moved it to Tuesday. So Sunday are replays of tonight's Freak Radio and this past Tuesday's This Is Ska. Shit. Monday is the current cut. Tuesday will most likely be a new Rabbit in Red. I am trying out a new co-host, so we'll see how that goes on Tuesday. I don't have a time yet, but follow social media and we'll have that worked out. Um, what else? What else is on the fucking thing? We're gonna get some crossing the streams going with the cripple and yourself. We're getting and I know that there's going to be I think it's either going to be an Angry Cripples or a Cody's Hot Seat with Aaron Hawkins coming up at some point soon, going over a lot of shit from past year. Plus, he's doing a Hell's Gate movie and all that other stuff. So that should all be happening within the next couple weeks here. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. Well, I look forward to all that stuff, and I look forward to doing more of these. And I do look forward to getting Murray to do Neighbors. Hopefully, we can work out the logistics for that, and then, of course, crossing the
If you
streams.
need me to talk to him to help you convince him to come here and do Neighbors, I will do that.
No, I'm sure he'll do it. It's just a matter of figuring out the. Do we want to do it live? Do we want to do it pre-recorded? What would be easier on him? So we'll have to get the logistics
Right.
done. But at least I got him. He's back with the concerts, so that's good.
Yeah, no, that's very
So,
good. That is very
so,
good. And I'm
I
glad that
enjoyed.
Ken's back over there and all that stuff.
Yep.
It's all good.
So I enjoyed the evening. Slow start. I'll get back in the swing of it. It's been a while since I've done this, so I got to
Mhm.
ease in. So, but yeah. So I guess you can play that crazy ass theme song and call it a good episode. We'll wrap. We're done. I guess I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit it.
If it'll start.
I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. Welcome to Grandpa's World.